Wait, shit, I forgot my model. Hold on. Mate. Hold on. Hold on. Back to this. Go back to that. Give me a moment. Hello, everyone. I see you and your lovely messages. Hello. Hello. I see you. All of you look so cute tonight. Give me just a moment and I'll get you a stream. A stream that'll make you guys happy and hopefully not cry your eyes out how bad I am. Scuffed already? Shushed it, okay? Listen, it's not that bad. Listen. No, don't open that model. That model is not mine and I am working on it for a friend. I should get myself like a little like bow tie or something. Wait, no, I have a bow. What am I saying? I have a little bow. Back there. Yep. Oh no. Uh-oh. We good now? There we go. There we go. Hello. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello. Live a late stream, I know, but... Oh, what was that? Okay. Hello. Let's get this started. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I am Chima Mary, your Bloody Yoshi, and the first Bloody Mary VTuber. And how you guys doing tonight? Hope we're doing well. Is the audio good? Are we good? I hope so. It looks good on my end, but I don't know what my cat wants. I think he just wants to play. He's been like trying to like get my leg and like kind of lead me somewhere, but he leads me just the middle of the living room. So I don't know. Working, you know how it is. I gotcha. We good. Let's go. You know, what's the goal today? What's the goal today? Also, hi, VOD viewers! Hello! How you guys doing tonight? Leave me some hearts in the comments. It would mean a lot. But VOD viewers, go ham. I mean, do what you want to do. I mean, do what you want in the comment section. Tell me, what's your favorite food? I don't know. Don't know. What are we doing for the... don't know. What's the donation goal? If you donate all... blood. I'll take off the blood on my model. How about that? Yeah, that's what we'll do. Hold on. We gotta, like, do this. Do it like a thing. I'll take off the blood if you donate. It could be anything. Doesn't have to be like specific like amount. But yeah, welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Hopefully it'll be the last one of this chapter, and then we can go ahead and start the next one. I'm excited. I want to finish this game so I can fucking play. What's it called? Apollo Justice. I want to play Apollo Justice. It's out now, and I haven't finished, and I feel bad for not finishing it. I hope you're going well. I am, Presvale. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Thank you. I have a bit of a headache, but I think it's because I was dehydrated. I ran out of water. Like, I ran out of cups. So when I was looking for a cup to put my water in, I didn't find anything because I haven't done dishes in a hot minute. So I just put it in a pink bowl. I wish I was kidding. I have a pink bowl for my water. I'm just, you know. Refreshing. My headache's starting to go away now, so I think it was because I was a little bit dehydrated. Oh yeah, let's do this! Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, Final Day. I'm excited! Let's do this. Load save data. February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This is the defendant lobby, alright. But there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if something's been happening behind the scenes. Edgy! Edgy! Edgy, baby! It's him! Edward, knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of 7777777 ID number, that is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding that ID record. If that ID does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True. Hold on, let me, Sorry, I took a shower earlier. I still have my hair in a fucking towel. Much better. True. Not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right? And Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty. But she didn't do it! I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say. I kind of wish Goda could return in the newer Ace Attorney games. Yeah! I agree. I agree. He was a good character. I would love to see him come back. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Lana's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth? Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have the time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened. I'll think about it. See you in court, right? Protect him at all costs. Protect Edgy at all costs. This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief has on her, it's now. Fucking do this. Alright, 10 a.m. Bright and early. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. Chief Gant! Kill yourself! Just kidding. Sorry, that was mean to me. Morning, folks! How's everyone doing? Hey, Udgy, been back to the pool yet? No, I have been drowning myself as it is in work. Oh, that's a good one. Don't think I can top that. If you don't mind me asking, Chief, exactly what is this proposal? Stop doing that! Seriously. Lana, that is to say, the defendant has asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel as it should be granted her request. In the end, it should have everyone, should save a lot of time and trouble. What are you doing? Hold on. Where's my fucking blanket? I can't find my blanket. I don't know what he wants. I got my blanket now. What's this all about, defendant? I just like to make a simple request, and I'll be finished. Well then, what's your request? Your Honor, I'd like to put an immediate end to this trial. Huh? I confess to all the charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No, Lana! What the fuck? Objection, yeah, what the fuck? You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea. In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services. But Lana! Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to my attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please. Well, the defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Her request is legally valid, although it's an unprecedented situation. It indeed appears there's no further need to continue this trial. Even Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. This can't be happening. What the fuck is going on? It appears the time for a verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant. Objection! Thank you, Edgy! One moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth! The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature. Come now, Worthy. I understand it's a difficult time for you, but why don't you just be a good little boy? Keep your mouth shut, Not all. I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant. What? Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be. With the sudden confession from the defendant, Hold on, I gotta get comfy here. This is getting spicy! It's obvious to me that some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes. Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness. Oh? To whom? As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. Bitch said, fuck you! The exposure of trust sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it. Very well, the court shall grant the prosecution's request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gant? Worthy. You'll live to regret this. Mark my word. Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Boy. Oh. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Emma Skye. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. 2 years ago, you encountered a serial killer, Joe Dark, of the Joe Dark killing. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time. Right, my kitty's being an absolute baby right now. I don't know what he wants, but I'm being a baby. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember the trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. It's an incident that was resolved 2 years ago. Really that relevant? Yes, it most certainly is. Well, okay then. He gave in fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. Yesteryear, never heard of that. It's bound to lead to the truth behind the trial. Hey. 2 years ago, witness testimony. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Marshall in the chest. It's a good thing you weren't harmed. I passed out. I don't remember much. That's understandable. However, please tell Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder? That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, Bobby, sit down. Sorry. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. Why? 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under the deputy chief of police Gant. My sister! She was the best detective ever! Yes, I remember. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Skye used to be quite the pair. I believe they shared the same office. That's right! Getting more comfortable now. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. A man came running in and took me hostage. A man? Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought into questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to try to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest. When he saw his chance, he fled to the room, right? Upon fleeing the room, Joe Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into the sky and glanced off. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. Neil Marshall rescued me. What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Almost forgot about Gant. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony. I assume that would also be the reason why he was first to run after Dark. When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. The light? It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out. Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right? Right, but just then, lightning flashed out outside again. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind. I see. I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective? Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case. Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim. Hear more. So, you spoke to Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago? Yeah, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw? Yes, but at the time, the words wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture? Yes, I think she mentioned that before. Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough? Ask about the picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe, has a very important meaning. But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture. Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I drew a picture that's seen once, but it seems to have been lost. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Not mistaken, it's on the back of this? Yep. There we go. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence. Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. I'm just saying that... all I'm saying is that the prosecutor for the case, I wasn't handed a single picture. That may well be. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list for the SL9 incident. Yep. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over. Turn it... Ah! What's this? Yes, what is that? Hey, that's it! That's the picture I drew! Look at that. Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. History says they'll be roommates. What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only prosecutor in charge to have the access to that list. Huh? These lists, they're different from each other. What? It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the marks here where they are torn apart from each other. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What? Jesus! Order! Order! But, Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list? Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Oh. Oh! 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 Your Honor! Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging from your head. So are mine! Well, my eye, but... Continue. If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth. It's possible. Let's see. Is something wrong? Do you even have to ask? Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. The music! Dun, 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 dun. That thing! That thing that was dancing in the evidence room! Clearly, this is an act of vandalism and the worst in the work of Detective Chief Detective. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Can I see it? What does it mean? What does it mean? I remember fully. It was the Blue Badger. The Blue Badger committed this murder. Witness, will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago? Huh? Oh, yes, Your Honor. What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. She does look like she's like, I don't know. What happened when I drew that photo? This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see was the shadows. In that moment, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. To think a flash of lightning could burst such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about the murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. Or does it? What if it was the other way around? Oh, wait. Oh well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright all I could see were the shadows. So at the time you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue. No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor? Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when I saw the lightning flash. Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flash? After that, I must have fainted. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further? What? Hey, I'm the bad guy here. Anyway, this picture. This is the picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. Sorry for asking many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this exact thing. If I wasn't influenced in any way from your talk to detectives, are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? No, of course not. I'd better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me. Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Huh? Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly what the scene that was imprinted in her mind, and yet there's clearly a contradiction here. I don't know. Did you draw this picture after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, it was such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should have still been fresh in her mind. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted in all black? Oh, I can see the shadows. What? Now I'm just confused. I'm confused. I'm just... No, fuck. Gonna save here because I really don't know. I really don't. Oh, this is so difficult. Present. Is it the fact that we can't see who's who? No, why the fuck did I do that? Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Exactly where I saw that instant. The knife? No. Fuck. I really don't know. I'm just gonna look this up because I don't know. I'm genuinely stuck here. Hold on. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Trial 5, final day. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay, so I was on the right track with that. I thought of the knife, because freaking the knife was cut off. I was on the right track with that. Yeah, I was on the right track for that. I just... wrong piece of evidence. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture of what is true contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember like it was yesterday. Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you just simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? The knife. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see the tip is broken. Even I don't have to look that closely to see that, Mr. Wright. But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? The tip is broken too. If I recall... Sorry, I'm eating a Hershey bar. I'm eating Hershey bar, I'm sorry. The tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body. It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Emma. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murderer the weapon should not have been broken. Ah! What's the meaning of this? What do you mean, what's the meaning of this? It's pretty fucking obvious! Perhaps the knife was broken before. Then the fucking tip wouldn't be in the fucking body! Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't have possibly wound up there. That's right. What does that mean? The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness' memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times if she remembered this correctly. I believe you were annoyed at that time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there was no other way to explain this inconsistency. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. Ooh. So it was dropped. You can't deny the possibility. No. Ah! Let me eat the rest of these Reese's Pieces. Hold on. Order. Reese's sauce. Sorry, Reese's Puffs are really fucking... Not Reese's Puffs. Reese's Pieces are really good. I do quite literally eat them up. Are you really saying the investigation was corrupted? Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with David Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark had fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in the story there is a lie. I'm not lying. That man really was holding a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of 2 broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? I'm thinking. I'm really thinking on this one. I really don't know. Because in Emma's defense, like, she was young. So obviously, like, her story would add up. But at the same time, she was young and witnessing traumatic, and like, someone could have just influenced her. I'm going to say that there's another one. Because that'd be the only logical explanation, right? We gotta trust our fucking, we gotta trust our client. If the witness is adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't be just explained away or by simple observational error. Mr. Wright. In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some sort of information about this other broken knife. About that. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's the only way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. Really wasn't a flaw. The blue badger, imagine. Why does that? Let me cook, okay? Okay. Call me fucking crazy all you want. But, like, hear me out, yeah? Can I, like, rotate this? Like... Yeah. And then... Okay. Come on, back. Let's reset this, hold on. Hear me out, let me cook, okay? Let me cook here, yeah? Does that not resemble the shape of the blue badger? Like, head-wise? Or even like... Hold on. Even better yet. Like, come on, that's perfect! Like, that's the perfect shape of the blue badger. Come on! Like, hold on. Yeah, that's literally the blue badger shape. Call me delusional, call me crazy. That literally looks like it though, like... That's the blue badger, it has to be, so... He's gonna call me delusional. But let me cook, okay? I didn't get a penalty yet. Maybe I'm cooking. Maybe she got fucking bonked by the head with a fucking vape. And that's why it's broken. Huh? I'm sure this must all be very amusing for you, Mr. Wright. But may I remind you... Oh. 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 Okay, so I wasn't cooking. My bad. Yeah, let me just get a closer look at that fucking evidence locker. Oh boy. Maybe. Maybe I'm cooking here. Maybe I'm cooking here. Let me cook. Okay, so the first time I was cooking, total bullshit. Ignore, you know, ignore my bullshit. Now, let me cook. The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is the picture of the award ceremony. Ah! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice that the award prosecutor Marshall is holding. That's a broken knife. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, The knife the witness saw was all in likelihood from this award. Order! 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 Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was being given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dart, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutors Award's knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? That's what I've been saying! Let me cook! I mean, that man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Marshall. Oh. Oh! But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. Wait! I remember now! I remember everything! Witness? Mr. Edgeworth! What is it? You were there! You murdered her! You murdered him! Could you show me your evidence list again, please? His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back? I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. Is the blue badger Emma Sky's persona? You drew that? Hold on, my bangs are like getting in my face. Let me and it's like fucking with my track a little bit. Hold on. Like not to a major extent, but like she's bald! She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair! That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky? Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mixed up and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. I'm scared. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked. I rushed towards the both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's where I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. How the fuck you gonna see the blue badger? This is certainly the most unusual. Try impossible. Oh, whoops. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago. Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Stop! Please! Don't pursue this any further! Lana! What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this! I've already confessed to the crime! Why can't you just leave it at that? Chief Prosecutor Sky. When we've already come this far, it's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, whack his pee-pee. Just kidding. Bailiff, please detain the defendant. It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards the both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning. That's when I saw the blue badger. How the fuck did you shoot the blue badger? Are you sure about this? Of course! See? I drew a picture of him here. But this was the chief of the detectives who thought of this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I've seen him before somewhere. Now I finally remember. Oh, brother. Jesus. Just when you thought that thing would cause enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing? He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. Was I cooking right? Yeah! Objection! I cooked so hard! The blue badger was this! What is that exactly? I believe it's some sort of jar. But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Our viewpoint? I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this. That looks pretty close. I think we got it there. Oh. Okay. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Okay, if that's not it, then I don't know what is. I really don't know. Like, this has to be it, right? What the fuck do you want me to do with this shit? I want to block the freaking... Okay. They want this shit exact. Holy shit. Okay. Holy fuck. No. No. This has to be it, right? This has to be it, right? There's no way it's not. That is exact. Finally! Thank fucking God! Well, is this a miracle or what? No one can possibly deny the drug resemblance to the blue badger. No, it can't be! Order! Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question still remains. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. Nuh-uh. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. Indeed? Very well then. Please tell us. What's different? Jar... The murderer! The murderer was the blue badger. Pretty sure the... Has to be the murder weapon, right? Yeah, the murder weapon, right? Yeah, the murder weapon. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw the jar. A very specific angle, might I add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well knowing, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location the jar was shown in the picture was taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's death. The witness testified herself. Yes, and it's these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of Chief Gant's office. Are you implying that the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason is, Mr. Wright? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew in the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? That would have been the impact of the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to the picture once more. The man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on. What would he have hit? Oh. He's been impaled. Ah! The suit of armor, holding a very sharp, dangerous-looking sword. Yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall. wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes? Let him cook. There's another possibility of what actually transpired in that room. Another possibility? Of course, a perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless, I don't know if I can go through with this. Mr. Wright, what's the matter? If the events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome should be obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh no. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the? Oh no. Mr. Marshall died because of me? No! Never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life. And then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented. Oh my god! What? What are you saying? I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances, Joe Dark murdered Prosecutor Marshall! How could you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you, and it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved the Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding about what Emma did, wasn't it? I assured you, Mr. Edward, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves that my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this without any evidence. We don't have any evidence. Sorry, if we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get the dead to testify. Hold on a moment. Hold on a moment, be right back. Good. Sorry, I heard House Mary running around the house. Wow. We certainly can't get the dead people to testify. This all has been a wild goose chase from the very beginning. Touche, Miss Guy. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one matter or another. That's impossible. Well, Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? Was there a message? I don't see anything that says Emma. The real murderer's name that left the victim may have been left behind. I'm going to have to assume we have to say it is in the evidence, but I don't know. Mr. Wright! Will you stop at nothing to prove my sister is a murderer? Do not be mistaken, Miss Guy. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek. The truth. No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show... I see it. Oh my god, I see it. E-M-A... This is the message left by the deceased. This is the blue badger from before, correct? Oh, is he just going to keep this? Is he going to just speak the killer's name? If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on the jar. It looks like someone had wiped the blood away. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some fragments was not wiped away. Yes, there's a line here drawn in blood. So what are you saying? Is these dots were once lines? Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used a few of the precious moments to leave him behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have been seeped into the jar where the lines changed directly. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No. Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us? Your Honor, I believe the bloodstains will reveal the answer. Okay. Oh, we have to actually, like... This is fun. It's the defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocent. That's why I've all been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. I'm sorry. I feel bad! Of all the people, he may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Holy fuck. Seaworthy, can't you say I didn't warn you? Chief Gant. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used the forged evidence to ensure his conviction. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know? We aren't just defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is a no-lie matter. Even if there weren't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, the fact cannot be denied. What? What's going on in the prosecutor's office? They might have sent an innocent man to his death. What do you mean innocent? How could he stand there like it wasn't his fault? Order! 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 The gavel pounding fell on the desk here. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna end it. I still have a bit of a headache, and I just want to rest my voice a little. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow, where we'll play some FNAF VR, hopefully. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye!